A great game for the association. Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards going back and forth. That's the kind of basketball I like to see. Young superstars, personalities, going toe-to-toe in prime time. That is the NBA I know and love. And Ant was great, efficient, 13 of 19, 44 points. My man went off. Nice game for Julius Randle, too. Put up 31 and 10 and 5. And then Ja Morant, G.I. Ja, goes 13 for 27, 36 points. But the Grizzlies fall at home to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 141 to 125. But, of course, no one's talking about the game. No one's talking about Anthony Edwards' brilliant night, 44 points. But I'm going to spend a little time talking about it because we'll get to Ja Morant's new celebration. But here's some post-game reaction from the Wolves side.
Julius been super aggressive out of the gate of late. Try to set the tone for us. He kind of got us going. And then Ant just picked up there when Julius left midway through the first. Both those guys were outstanding, really aggressive in what they were doing. They got to it quickly, really benefited from good screens and just, pretty good execution there around them. So, heck of a game. It was a shootout. Both teams had their offense cranked up. It was hard to get these guys contained in the first half. We got our energy from our defense, which was where we needed it. Got a couple plays that got us a little bit in transition, and we got some great looks from three. Everybody kind of, again, took really good shots, and, it started to snowball. So.
And then here is Anthony Edwards. By the way, Noel, there's been all these former players that are kind of hitting on their podcast. I think Gil's been great, Gilbert Arenas. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of good ones. I mean, Paul George, and I think all the Smoke podcasts. If I had to pick one player currently in the NBA that I want to listen to his post-career podcast, I'm going Anthony Edwards.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
I don't think there would be anything scripted.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's just stream of consciousness. And some guys are just funny.
Yeah.
Some guys that you can't explain it, but they're just funny and engaging. They have personality and charisma. He's got that.
Have you seen his YouTube channel by chance?
I've seen a couple clips for sure.
So he has this documentary series right now. He's kind of year 5 because his 5th year in the NBA. And he's just it's like a directed video. It's 10 minutes. He'll be in front and he'll just be talking about what's going on at his life and the season, the moment, just had a daughter, but you would love it. He's super unhinged. I think it's a sneak peek of what he's going to do later on.
I'm telling you, can you imagine? I mean, he's just going to say what he wants, man. And that's what I respect about him. But here's Anthony Edwards after the game.
We got cussed out at halftime, especially myself, about my effort on defense. So we put emphasis on that side of the court.
What caused it to slip early? What was you supposed to do?
Game plan mistakes. It's myself. I'm talking about blown game plan mistakes, mental mistakes that I shouldn't be making. With 5 years of experience in the league, I shouldn't make those game plan mistakes. So I gotta be better. All of them, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I like that. I mean, he's always accountable too. You got to give him respect for that. But really, what people were talking about after the game was the new Ja Morant celebration. My wife was sleeping. I said, "Babe, wake up! The new Ja celebration has just dropped." I mean, he went from finger guns, pew pew, to now we're looking at full blown explosives. My man's he brings out the grenade. The grenade drops the needle, kind of lets it roll right there, and he throws the grenade. I just don't understand why the whole crowd doesn't go boom right when it falls on him. But look, the truth is, optics wise, you don't love this for sure, right? You don't love this optics wise. I mean, I like this one. By the way, where's the wedding ring, Dirk? Dirk, no wedding ring.
Oh,
that's in his pocket. He saw Taylor Rooks put that ring right in his pocket when Taylor Rooks and
she even gets the retired players acting different.
She gets everyone acting. She gets me on the show acting different, and we're not even in the same room, right? I'm even acting different right now too. I throw the grenade and it's crazy what the kind of powers that Taylor Rooks has. That needs to be studied on a whole other segment. But as far as Ja Morant goes, I do think that there's a couple ways you can kind of look at this. I mean, he's at the point now where anything he does is going to get ridiculed, is going to be discussed, is going to cause some controversy just because of the history that he does have. Everyone thinks that, oh, John Morant, he wants to be a gangster so bad. John Morant, he came from a good household and has loving parents, and he doesn't need to try to be that guy. On the same token, it's like, I mean, who's this hurting, right? I mean, who's the number one broadcaster in the NBA right now? It's Mike Breen. What's Mike Breen's famous call? Bang! Right? Does anyone want Mike Breen to stop doing the bang call? Right? Throwing some fake hand grenades, covering his ears. And the thing is, he's doubled down on it. John Morant said after the game to reporters about the new celebration, he said, that's my celebration now until somebody else has a problem with it and I'll find another one. He was fined $75,000 for the other one where he was doing the finger guns and doing the pew pew. And he said, I wasn't surprised about the penalty, just showing people what it's pretty evident for the last 2 years, what's kind of been going on. So I think for him, it's tough. I mean, Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal and Kane the Jet Smith said after the game that Ja has a, quote, history that maybe he shouldn't be doing that. He knows what he's doing because y'all are going to keep talking about it. So I think there is truth to that. It does look immature for sure. I wish he wouldn't do this. It's kind of a thing where the number one reason why, all jokes aside, I don't want to see him doing this is because he's such a good player. We should be talking about how good of a player he is, not these immature sellies in these celebrations. The celebration I want to see him have is celebrating with his teammates after winning a playoff series, after winning a championship. They've only won one playoff series with John Morant. And all jokes aside, it's not like his career is being wasted, but 20, 34 years from now, it's like, we're going to talk about John Morant, this guy that got all these like this little silly, controversial altercations. But I will say the guy is so freaking unhinged. Like, he just feels so unhinged. I mean, my man went from firearms to explosives in the matter of a couple of weeks after getting fined. I mean, Adam Silver is going to do something, right, Noel? I mean, would you think so? At least have it. They got to communicate this.
The NBA doesn't play. Adam Silver doesn't play, especially when, like, he didn't even wait till like the playoffs. He didn't wait a couple weeks. It was literally the day after he got fined that he fired up the same, or the day after he got a warning, he fired up the same celebration. And then it's almost like he just had another one in the bank. Like, I saw a meme where it's like the GTA loadout when you switch weapons, and it was like Ja's celebration.
Oh yeah, I saw it with the circle around him.
And you know, I'm a big John Morant fan. I think he's one of the most exciting players in the league. And when he was available and healthy in 2022, 2023, going at the Lakers, going at the Warriors, there was a little mini rivalry there for a little bit. It was looking like he was, I wouldn't say going to take the torch from Steph Curry, but he was one of the few guards that wasn't scared to go up at him to kind of be one of the premier guards that could play a big game, but
he's always been fearless.
Yeah. And the way I see it is he was never going to be the face to NBA because I wouldn't say because of the way he carries himself, but he just doesn't fit that same usual mold we've seen. But I think that he was on the trajectory to be one of the like icons. There's faces and there's icons. Allen Iverson, icon. John Morant, even Allen Iverson took a picture of his MVP trophy and said, Ja, like he tagged him. He's like, you up next. So he's
absolutely
still super young.
He was going to be in that Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook, guys that you just, they're fans, ride or die for them.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And you can't explain why you love a player like John Morant more than you love a player like Jason Tatum.
Exactly.
But the truth is, like, one John Morant fan equals like 50 Jason Tatum fans.
Exactly.
You know, and you just can't explain that. But I'm just thinking, what's it going to be next? Next is going to be like rocket launcher.
So he did.
You know what I mean?
So his first came back from injury when he played the Pelicans last year. They were in New Orleans. So there was like a Louisiana dance. It was where he went like this. Like, we could find the clip after. But
of the rocket launcher?
He was doing a dance like this. But here's what I'm noticing, Doug. People don't care when he does the celebrations unless it's on a national TV game. Because he did the grenade like 3 days ago. Nobody cared. But he does it on TNT against the Timberwolves. Everybody cares now.
Yeah. If I'm John Morant, man, I get it. I understand it. I think that people are making a bigger deal than it needs to be. But you have to understand that kids look up to you. Fans want you to do well.
Nike deal.
I mean, like I texted you, man. I was saying, like, I haven't seen someone sabotage his marketability like this in years. And it's just because companies aren't going to line up to endorse you, and not like he needs it with that kind of contract and things like that. But still, I mean, the truth is with John Morant, just the cold hard truth is he should be a bigger star than he is right now. And he's talked about, but the difference between being famous and infamous, right? And he's talked about for ways that don't celebrate his basketball skills. And yeah, the G.I. Joe thing is, I mean, the G.I. Joe nickname is fire, though. I will say that. The G.I. Joe nickname is fire. We got some chats. Let's get the Kid Indy rocking with us over on YouTube. I believe we will beat the Warriors. We already beat the Nuggets like 3 times, and we should have beaten OKC 2 times. That wasn't there. OKC, KFC, I mean, Lakers in 5 for sure. I mean, I think that I love how people are already saying this is a Lakers podcast because that's essentially what it's kind of been. So yeah, we got Anthony says G.I. Joe is savage. Kid Indy, do you think we will have a Lakers and Celtics matchup? Kid Indy. I mean, if you look at the odds right now, the Lakers have the second best odds to come out of the Western Conference. So you get through the West, the East. I still think the Celtics are the team. So, I mean, if you look at the Eastern Conference Finals odds, I mean, it's tough to go past the Celtics. So the NBA would love that. So wouldn't you kind of read into the tinfoil hat wearers? I mean, you get Luke on the Lakers in the first year at Celtics. That would not help the NBA conspiracy theorists out there.